argument at all or not, but if she's going to do kickoffs, there's a high chance that she's going to be involved in some of the contact, I should say.
No, she will be. Yeah.
So hopefully she's not doing kickoffs and she's just doing field goals. But either way, like, I'm cheering for her though. I'm with you. Like, I hope she gets signed.
Look, let me tell you a little bit. Let me tell you. I mean, publicity stunt. Jeff,
Sundays are for
Jeff
the boys.
You
Saturdays
hope she gets
are
signed
for the
just because you want to see her get lit up.
Yeah.
No.
Let me tell you a little story about Lee. Now, Lee loved apparently the U growing up. He loved Miami, and I love Florida.
Okay.
I love Florida State. That was kind of like our thing, and so they would beat us every year. Obviously, I mean, missed field goals, whatever. We're not even gonna get into that. So
a lot of
Warren Sapp went to the U, right, Lee? Is that right? Warren Sapp, your boy?
Mm-hmm. Definitely not my boy.
Lee was the most upset about. He's not a big sports fan, but do you remember when Warren Sapp laid out that player, that offensive lineman who was it was a blocking play?
Oh, yeah.
They were coming back, and I mean, he hurt that guy.
Yeah.
Lee used to rant about that for years. I mean, he would talk about Warren Sapp's a punk, man, and you don't go around hitting people like that. This is going to happen to her, dude.
You like the Baltimore Ravens dude that was shooting people down in the streets.
No, I don't like Ray Lewis.
Yeah, you did. You were Ray Lewis. You were so happy he was jacked up. You wanted to see him take someone's head off.
John, do I like Ray Lewis? No, I hate the man. Okay. But on the field, Ray Lewis, if you're watching, I love you.
He used to kill it in the games, though.
Yeah, he did kill it. All right.
He was a little intense, for sure.
Yeah, but anyway, so Lee, this girl's going to get hurt, possibly. But hey, if she wants to do it, go for it.
Get hurt, possibly.
Go for it. I feel publicity stunt. We'll see. It's not going to happen until next year. Let's see if she changes her mind.
I hope the Titans sign her just for you.
Does she get her own locker room?
That's a good question. Does she?
They have to build a new one?
Yes.
Oh, well, nobody's going to do that.
She'll have like one of those
I want to come back.
Mobile showers.
Did you equate this to the black players playing back in the civil rights era?
He did.
Have you lost your mind?
No, what I'm saying is people were saying the same thing, that they literally said that they were inferior athletes, that they didn't belong, that they would bring down the game, the quality would go down.
You realize that's dumb what you said,
yes,
right?
and do you realize
so you do realize
what you're saying is dumb?
No, what
you're saying women should not be given a chance to prove themselves.
Guys,
is what you're saying.
The fight is out there.
Is it? Is it? What's next? Female podcasters, get out of here. All right, let's go to the last.
That was David Brewington.
Oh, I don't care. At me. Dave is the worst. All right. So that's the last story, unfortunately. He likes to rip people. He thought rest in peace literally meant rip, not rest in peace. Mythbusters star Jessi Combs killed while trying to break her own land speed record in Oregon. Lee, you want to go ahead and give her a nice rip?
Just push F for respects.
Go ahead. Do it.
Rip.
So this girl here, if you watch Mythbusters, she was on the show quite often, and she was famous for breaking like speed records over and over. And this week she lost her life in Oregon while trying to pass her pass speed record. Jeff and Kent, is there any part of you that would ever attempt to break a speed record on land?
No.
No.
No, that's not in you?
No part at all?
If there was...
Kent's more adventurous than me.
Really?
Like, I would never skydive. I would never bungee jump.
Wait, you never skydive. Now, what if all three of us did it? Because Bob Mueller has said, and the T-Dot Hottie, and somebody else, I can't remember, I think we're going on a group. Now, I'm petrified of heights. Let me understand.
I would wave to you from the ground.
I'm coming.
Are you coming?
I'm coming skydiving.
Kent's coming. I'm not.
You got to go.
You're coming.
What do you think is going to happen?
No.
What's the
I'm
worst
okay with
that can
heights.
happen?
It's widths
You
that
die.
I'm afraid
Okay,
of.
so that's the worst that can happen. Or you're paralyzed. Okay, so that's the second worst.
It makes no sense
But
to me.
do you fly on planes?
I hate it.
He does,
Oh, you
actually.
do hate
He
it?
just
Okay.
recently went to Vegas, and he was, like,
Miserable?
petrified, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? You just sit there and just...
I take drugs.
Okay. So do you go... okay. Well, that works. I was going to ask that.
So what is
That's a roundabout way.
What is the fastest you've ever driven a car?
123.
Ooh, that's fast. 112, I think, for me.
I've gotten over 100. It was at the fairgrounds when we were working security that one time. And
I was just on the expressway.
Oh, that's nice. They let us drive around the speedway once.
I did 120. This lady did 298.
Wow. I can't even imagine. This is a...
And that's when she crashed?
Well, no, that was her previous. She was
she's trying to break that
record.
She's trying to go 300.
Oh, wow.
So this is the kind of woman we should be looking up to. Not this soccer player kicking 55-yard field goals. This woman here,
Well,
this is a...
We're looking down at her now.
Well, yeah, or...
Is that too soon?
I disagree.
I mean, she's dead. She did die.
She's dead.
Hey,
That's your opinion. Just so
whatever you wanna
not
say.
everyone
Like,
agrees with that.
No, it's
doing
a
something
factual.
stupid. She didn't have to do that. Like, there's no point.
Well, yeah, but you love athletes that push it to the limit.
I don't.
You don't love athletes that push it to the limit? Like, who's your favorite athlete?
No.
Who's your favorite athlete?
He likes the ones that cash it in.
Did you like Barry Bonds' run?
Just show up and get the check.
I want to get. Did you like Barry Bonds when he was pushing those home runs?
When he was shooting up
Tom
those
Brady.
roids?
Tom Brady. That's a good example. The man's pushing the sport to its limit. He's playing till he's 45 years old at peak conditioning. That's pushing the sport to its limit. Oh, I could do that.
HGH.
Hey, whatever you got to do. Peyton Manning did it, and he won a Super Bowl.
Is that pizza back there?
Yeah. I just think, well,
He's tapping out.
It's unfortunate. I mean, I just was more curious if this is something you would ever attempt.
I would love to attempt to go fast, but like,
what's your cutoff then?
I don't know, like
world record. Maybe
I don't know if I want to go. I don't think I want to go 300. Like 150 would be like, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah,
you know, like half of that. But this is a really no. In all seriousness, this is very sad.
Of course, yeah, it's terrible.
But I
Thoughts
mean,
and prayers.
like the thing is, so I used to be into like extreme sports and like rock climbers and those people in squirrel suits, and they always die eventually, right?
They do.
But the one thing that they always say,
It's hard to make a comeback in that sport. The grand champion or stuff on a rock.
Anyway, as I was saying, what their friends and family always say is that the people died loving what they did. And I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to say that, but we can probably say that this woman truly probably was pursuing her passion.
Yeah.
And even though it's a tragic accident that she did actually try her best to do what she truly wanted, and it's tragic that she lost her life, but she did truly die doing what she wanted.
What was she thinking right at the moment? Like, oh, I love this. This is fantastic.
But she was probably thinking the wheel was feeling a little wobbly. Like, oh no.
But do you think
no.
she
Is
would
there
have?
video of this? I'm sorry.
I looked for
Somewhere.
No.
No, I don't.
The family has not released
No.
I mean,
Do you
there
think
is, but it's not.
She would have rather lived 60 more years rather than die doing what she loved.
I think if she could have broke the record, she would have taken the death.
No,
but I
I
believe that.
I don't think she was out there trying to die.
Brother, do you want to live? How old do you want to live to be? Like, truthfully, let's think about that. How old do you want to live to be?
74.
Do you want to live to be 112 years old?
Probably
Have you
like
seen those people that are 112? I'm like, dude,
23.
they're screaming with their eyes. With their eyes, they're screaming, "Put me out of my misery, please." And unfortunately,
Is that what you're
we
doing
can't
right
do it.
now?
Some days, but so, do you want to live a good life and die early, or do you want to live a boring life and live to be 100 years old? I guess that's the question you need to ask yourself, Lee.
I like living, unfortunately.
Well,
I wish that I was in a car going 298. That sounds amazing. I wish that I was free soloing the nose.
why don't you
I
will
wish
it?
I was in a squirrel suit with the hair.
Hey! Listen,
wind whipping in my
listen.
hair.
Why don't you will it right now, man? Will it
Okay,
into
I'm gonna-
existence, man.
Because I'm really scared of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to do the. I'm petrified. I do want to jump out of the plane, though.
Yeah, I'm with you on this.
Have you done this before?
No, I haven't.
Okay,
I'd
so
love to though.
No one here has jumped out of a plane yet. So we're making a pact right now to all do it.
Yeah,
Jeff
I'm
said,
in.
kill his mic right now. We can't say no. If you do not say no, it's
we'll
a yes.
edit it in.
Yeah, we'll just say yes. I'm sure he said yes.
Do you like the bring your dad a beer podcast?
You say
No.
nope. Got us. All right. Well, that's some of the news stories for this week. So I don't know.
What myth was she trying to bust?
She wasn't on Mythbusters.
I think they brought
Oh, she's
her.
not on his show anymore.
No, she
Trying
was,
so hard to behave right now.
She was like a consultant that they would
women.
bring
I know
in.
what John's gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Let me fill in
Expert.
John's. Fill in the joke
Well, I'll
punchline.
guarantee it's more morbid than you're thinking.
Oh, I thought John was gonna go. She's trying to fill in myth.
So-
that women could drive. There we go.
Oh,
Is that your joke?
Nope.
That was your
God.
joke, David. Not only was
like
she a driver, she was also an engineer and a master fabricator. So she also put a lot of time and effort in designing and building out these machines as well.
Well, there we go. Well, it is sad, and I know we joke about it only because what are we gonna do? Cry about it the entire episode? But
I refuse
That's
to
a
do
hot
that.
take right there.
we could cry the entire episode. If that
Maybe
makes you
cry
guys
a little for
a
us.
little bit. No, I can't do it. But rest in peace for her and her family, and at least she at least behind some legacy for people to follow, and I guess that's all you can ask for at the end of your life. So there you go, Ripper.
Push F.
Just say rip. You gotta say rip, Jessi Combs.
Press F is the new rip.
Okay, I don't like that.
Rest
All
in
right.
peace, in peace.
There you go. Rest in peace.
Or
Jessi.
no, it's R.I.P. in peace.
R.I.P. in peace.
Rest in peace in
Jessi
pieces.
Jessi Combs. Myth busted. All right, so we're going to move on.
Wow.
Well, I just said it, man.
You're
How
on
much
one
more
tonight.
of this is there?
Yeah.
Quite a bit. All right, so we're going to move on, and we're going to go. Let's go ahead and get to Dear John.
Well,
So,
before we do that,
it's Lee's birthday. We haven't mentioned. Lee is now 40 years old, so it's the big 40.
First off, let me just
You're
say
40th today?
Yeah.
I am.
I'm so honored to be here then.
I love the
So
Christmas
John,
the Christmas theme wrapping paper.
Yeah, John got him a present, so he's going to open this up. And Lee is my brother, if you don't know. He's 2 years younger than me, so.
Okay. I can see a Groupon box already.
Okay, so John is the Groupon king, and Lee here is going to open this box up live, and a lot of tape
Did you
going
get some
on.
hot cocoa in that box?
Did.
Is it a cane sword? Is it an umbrella?
you got
sword?
it. You got it.
I hope so.
Is it a cane sword?
Okay, I got a Jurassic Park on VHS.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's this is an inside joke.
I liked it. I like it, and I'm not
that's
even
it.
part of the joke. That's a good gift.
I still
It's a good
have
gift.
that somewhere.
So
I don't know.
me, Lee, and John, when we grew up, we had this VHS along the way, and a big joke used to be we would try to give it to each other as a present or as a gift, and then you had to hold on to it until you gave it to the next person. So Lee, there you go.
This is the second one I own.
Well, no, that's the one though. That's the cursed one.
I think whoever gets it should have to get down on their knee and chug a natty ice.
Okay, do you have one?
No.
Okay, well maybe next
But,
week.
you know, the next person, not
There
me.
we
The
go.
next
So
person.
Jurassic Park. There you go, John.
Thanks,
I
John.
thought it was like a thoughtful gift. Nope. Screw 'em. All right, so John likes to give out advice every week on the program. People write in, and we read those, and John gives out the advice. So you guys are going to help him out this week. 'Cause
Oh,
he's
absolutely.
not very good at it. So this is a little segment we call Dear John.
Dear John, dear John, by the time you read these lines, I'll be gone.
All right. Lee has got I just got an email. Someone asking me if I want to do some audio production. Okay, so anyway, Lee's going to read this. John's going to listen. You guys are going to jump in this week. The guys from Bring Dad a Beer, and you guys see if you can colossally screw this up or fix this person's life. Lee, go ahead.
This one comes in. Dear John, I put a family member through nursing school. Since becoming an RN and getting a job in a hospital, he has told me that with best intentions, he periodically reviews the medical records of other family members. I have told him what he is doing is illegal and inappropriate, yet he continues. If I file a formal complaint, his career will be over and he could possibly even face jail time. I do not wish to do that. However, I need advice on how to keep him out of my private medical records from Fed Up.
Oh, goodness. All right. So, John, you got that in front of you. Let's see.
is he really hurting you? What's the worst he can do with this? He's not gonna. Just grow up. Let him do it. He's not bothering you. You're
All
going to
right, John.
potentially ruin this guy's life.
Are you going to release your medical records to the public?
Sure.
Come on, man.
Sure.
Do it. Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
John, you are way off on this one.
That's
He
fine.
usually is.
I usually am, but you know what? What's the pull and push for this thing?
Well, when you
I
find
mean-
out Uncle Bill has the HIV, like he doesn't want that out.
Well, the thing is it's not like he's not proven that he's gonna go to the papers or anything.
Okay, John, let's
But
go back
still,
to
that
let's go
could
back to
tear a
sentence.
family apart.
Before they jump in, let's go to a sentence that's very important here. I have told him what he is doing is illegal. Forget the inappropriate part. So you're a man of faith. You're a man of you believe in the justice of life. So if this man here breaks laws, you're cool with that, right? Is that kind of what you're leaning on here?
No,
Yeah.
Well, you just said.
I'm saying I'm not judge, jury, and executioner. Neither is this guy.
So
If he's
We're
warned
asking
him,
you to be that. Though.
I'm saying if he's warned him, right, and he still does it, then the ball's in his court.
So if you worked
You've
at a,
done your
okay,
job.
you work at a
that
bank.
doesn't mean you out him.
Hold on, you-
like you're robbing a bank.
Yeah.
And you're my friend, and I know you're doing it. And I say, Dave, you got to quit doing that. And you keep doing it. That doesn't mean I'm going to rat you out.
So if I worked at a bank and I was embezzling money and you knew about it and you go, dude, you need to stop doing that, you would just let it go.
Yeah.
You're
Oh.
aiding and abetting.
God, jeez.
They
Guys,
can't prove
please
that I know.
step in because this
How are they going to prove
this
that I
is
do?
wildly inappropriate, as they're saying. Inappropriate. This is wild, inappropriate advice. What do you think this person should do? If
Well,
you
I
work-
think you're missing a key part at the very beginning is that this person put that family member through school. So
That's
they've
true.
already invested a lot of money into this person's career. They're going to feel like they're wasting the money. Am I right? Am I reading this right or no?
You're right. You're right. That's true.
I think that's where the whole conundrum comes is like, where am I really going to snitch on the person that I paid for to go to school?
He's probably a close family member, I would assume.
So now what do you think? Now that you know that?
I think you get like a black hood, right? And you wait outside his place of his business, right? There we go. And then when he comes out, maybe you taser him or chloroform him or something, put him in a car, drive him to the country, you get a couple of other people, and then you just, you threaten him. You say, if you ever, Jimmy sent me,
Yeah.
If you ever look at those personal medical records again, and we will be watching, this is where you going to end up, boy. And then, you drive off.
And then whatever happens. I do think John makes a good point, though. It's like, who cares? Like, he's looking at the records. What's he doing with them? Or she. What is he or she? Oh, no, it says he. What is he doing with these records that he's just, like, checking out?
Blackmail.
Like you said, like if some family member had some kind of disease they didn't want to get out, could be controversial.
Gonorrhea.
Maybe the husband and wife, one of them has some disease that they didn't have when they got married.
Hey, what if he's doing this for a good reason? What if he's
doing it for a good reason? What is happening right now?
I'm going down this road with you. I'm going with you on this.
What if he's hanging out at a family picnic and he's noticing symptoms?
Yes. Okay.
From a
this is a
family
good
member,
point.
and he's like, you know what? I should dig into this because I care about this person.
I'm with him on this.
Oh my God.
There's a chance that he cares about his family so much.
That's not what you want.
Nobody's looking at someone at a picnic and going, I should look at their medical records to see if they have an illness. They would just go up to him and say, hey, man, I noticed you weren't looking well. Maybe you should get to a doctor. Actually, I'm an RN. Let me examine you.
I think that this guy is doing it just strictly out of curiosity, honestly. Like, he's just going through the records and going, didn't know that about that person.
But it is highly illegal.
Oh, yeah, he should not be doing it. Definitely not.
John's like, hey, who cares, So,
I'm not condoning the action.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
You shouldn't rat the guy out.
So when the Catholic Church was raping children left and right, okay? And so you knew about this happening. Your advice would kind of be like, hey, not my kid, so who cares? No.
Directly hurting someone. He's not directly hurting anybody.
He is violating federal law, John.
He's
HIPAA is one of the most
anyone.
HIPAA is one of the most guarded laws in the country because you do not want people seeing your medical records. Hey, Catholic Church did it. It's cool. Penn State, you're cool with that. You're cool with everything, man. Who cares,
that
right?
might be a stretch.
No,
for
I don't
this
think
story.
so.
Just a little bit.
So. I think
a little bit. Your mind always seems to go to Catholic rape for some reason. I don't know what it is.
It's a travesty that's been allowed in this country, and no one does anything about it.
Fed up just needs some advice, okay? They're not Catholic, okay?
All right, don't. Okay, so
no
John, what are you telling this person? Just let it go.
If it's that important to you, tell him, look, if you don't stop doing this, I'm going to out you.
That's good advice.
But just don't really out him.
I have told him
what good advice.
I've already told him what he's doing is illegal and inappropriate, yet he continues.
But he hasn't threatened to say, I'm going to turn you in.
Like, oh, Jimmy, you're doing something bad. That's it.
All right, so your serious advice. Go ahead. Look at the camera right there. Look at the camera as they're watching. What do you tell this person?
You go to him again, and you tell him if he doesn't quit, you're going to out him.
That's good advice.
Everybody, Jeff. Please, you've been the voice of reason throughout this episode. There's no way you can stand.
I've been trying to take one person's side and just go with it every time something happens.
Jeff, come on.
Should have already outed him.
Thank you.
So he's saying
I agree
report
with
him immediately.
That. Out him. Get done with it. Don't listen to John on this one. That's dear John. John, I'm disappointed in you, man. No, it's not good. All right, so that's Dear John. If you want to hit us up on social media with your question, good luck with that. I don't know why you would write us in anyway. But anyway, so there we go. So we have been joined by the guys from Brain Data Beer. It's Kent, Jeff, Coach, Chef. So how do people get your podcast? How do they follow you on social media? Give out all that stuff because people in the chat have been saying, we love these guys. They're awesome. I've been reading this. It's going on. So we'll get a few listeners here. So how do they follow you guys?
So we are on all the socials at Bring Data Beer. I like that video. At Bring Data Beer on Twitter, Instagram, and we are Bring Data Beer on Facebook. Our podcast is available like pretty much anywhere you can get podcasts. Apple, Spotify. Those are the big ones. All the little ones, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, like whatever else you guys listen to podcasts on. We're available, and we're on the big thing that we're doing. Not a lot of podcasts are doing this, so if I could for just a moment.
Oh, please go ahead.
We're doing a thing called Flick Chat, and it is strictly for podcasters to interact with their fans. It's a group chat that we get on and we talk with our fans. Next week, we're releasing Flick Premium, and that's where we're going to be putting all of our bonus episodes. We have made that's my daughter. Hey, Vera. Isn't she cute?
She is.
She's the cutest, and those are my twins right there.
Oh, very nice.
Really cute kids. I made good kids.
You did good. You did
all my wife. No, but Flick Premium, we've made hardly any money on this podcast, and we weren't in it to make any money to begin with. But the premium stuff, we're going to start working to give you guys some or anyone that's going to listen, some bonus material. When we have people like Dave on to do an interview,
There you go.
we're going to do early interview releases and things like that, and it's only going to be available on Flick. So that's a big thing that's coming up for us.
There you go. So check these guys out.
Show
Grab
these
them.
Thank
guys
you.
some love. They
Thank you.
need microphones.
Yeah.
So
We're going to get some more mic. Hey, if enough people sign up for Flick Premium, we'll buy some more microphones.
Maybe,
How about that?
maybe you'll have John
Maybe.
Lee. Maybe you'll have John Lee on at some point without me. There you
Yeah,
go.
I would love that.
All right. So
I
yes,
think
go
we
check.
would all love that.
Bring Daddy Beer on all social media. Check them out. Great show. I listen every week. I look forward to the
Thank you.
episodes.
Appreciate that.
Check out the podcast. Get the Flick app. Join in on chats. Fun people. I'm in there as well, so it's a good group of people. So thank you guys so much for coming out.
Thank you.
Thanks for the present for Lee. The pizza we're going to throw in the trash, but it's fine. And if you want to check us out, go to blameyourbro.com. That's the website. It's got everything on there. Social media, ways to grab the show, all of that good stuff. So I guess, Lee, with that being said, is there anything else?
Don't blame yourself when you can blame your brother.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.